Okay, so I just wanted to clear like a few things up. So the reason why I actually started TikTok was because Vinny was always on it. He was always scrolling through it and he wanted to make TikToks. So that's actually why I started doing TikToks. To raise awareness for SMA and disability, to show actually what it's like living with a disability or caring for someone with a disability, and all the misconceptions that society have about people who are disabled. There's a lot of comments about, say, Vinny can't move. No, Vinny can't really move that much, especially now since obviously the brain injury. So what people seem to forget is just because someone cannot move doesn't mean that they don't have or lead a relatively normal life. Yes, he does need help with everything, but he still leads a full life. Whilst he was in hospital, no, of course not. It was no way for someone to live day in, day out, but that's just in like a short acute period in his life where he was poorly and we were in hospital, and now we're home. So life kind of has returned semi-normal, not completely at the moment because obviously he's still recovering. It really does annoy me that people think that he doesn't have a quality of life just because he's disabled. There are lots of disabled people out there who have an amazing quality of life. Some lead a better life than us able-bodied people, to be honest. Look at Stephen Hawking, for instance. He couldn't move, he couldn't talk, he couldn't do anything, yet he's one of the most brilliant men to ever have lived. So it's really judgmental to pass comments like that just because someone's disabled. Also, this is Vinny. This isn't Archie. I'm having lots of comments saying about him being brain dead and the press and stuff like that. For those of you who have only just started following or are just looking at this page just now, this is a completely different child. Vinny was never declared brain dead. He had brain activity. To be brain dead, he wouldn't be able to breathe independently. So, yeah. He would never have come off life support. Yes, he does use a ventilator, but what people need to actually educate themselves on is the fact that he actually had the ventilator before he had the brain injury. So, yeah, basically that's about it. And with the fundraising, I continue to fundraise all the time, and I always will, actually, because there's always something that Vinny needs. At the moment, the fundraising was for to just get us through hospital, as we were both there for 3 months and couldn't afford to pay our bills, and that's the way it was. And now it's going forward is refurbing our new adapted house that we're moving into and providing Vinny with the neuro rehabilitation that he needs once his time on the NHS has run out. So I hope that clears up a few little things. Oh, and he's got a really, really smart brain.